So why do these places that you sign your signature, they you put your social security number on the application, why do they owe you interest? How is this interest generated? Why is it sitting there? Why is it compounded? Uh all these things are important for you to understand, but if you understood how this all worked, then you wouldn't have the questions of how to fill out the application. Why? Uh, what do I put here? Why should I put this? Why should I put that? So the purpose of this video is going to be able to help bridge that gap. Okay, then what is interest? A right, title, claim, or share in property, right? Article 9, security interest in this entry. Beneficial interest, the right to the use and benefit of property. A beneficial interest in the trust. Contingent interest, a future interest whose vesting is dependent upon the occurrence or non-occurrence of a future event compared vested interest in this entry. Controlling interest, sufficient stock ownership in the corporation to exert control over policy. Equitable interest, an interest as a beneficial interest that is held by virtue of equitable title or that may be claimed on the ground of equitable relief. Executory interest, a future interest other than a remainder or revision that may take effect upon the divesting of a prior interest or one created simultaneously. Note, unlike a remainder, an executory interest does not require the expiration of a prior interest. It was designed to guard against the destructibility of contingent remainders set forth in the rule of Shelley's case. Expectation interest, the interest of a party to a breach contract in receiving the benefit of the bargain by being put in a position as good as that which would have resulted had the contract been performed, called also expectancy interest. Legal interest, an interest that is recognized in law as by legal title. Possessory interest, an interest as a right involving or arising out of the possession of property. Words synonymous with interest: stake, partnership, title, share, claim, possession, ownership, part, co-ownership. Now, the reason that I bring up interest to you is simple. You are putting in a W 4 so that the IRS audits these companies for your interest. Why do you have interest with these companies? Simple, because you have contracts with these companies. Promissory notes, mortgages, etc. Interest, the interest of the lessor or the lessee under a lease contract. Lessee, a person who acquires the right to possession and use of goods under a lease. Unless the context clearly indicates otherwise, the term includes a sublessee. Lessee, in the ordinary course of business, a person who, in good faith and without knowledge that the lease to him is in violation of the ownership rights of security interest or leasehold interest of a third party in the goods, leases in ordinary course from a person in the business of selling or leasing goods of that kind, but does not include a pawnbroker. Leasing may be for cash or by exchange or other property or on secure or unsecured credit, and includes acquiring goods or documents of title under a pre-existing lease contract, but does not include a transfer in bulk or as security for or in total or partial satisfaction of a money debt. So, the second that the contract was created and you signed it, value was given, credit was extended by you. I keep getting asked all these questions about 1099 OID, original issue discount. Okay, what did you originally issue? Credit. Credit extended, credit return. That is the only way it works. Let me see. Credit in accounting. Credit in the context of accounting refers to funds that you receive. So the second you extended credit, funds were received. You can never pay back credit with debt. So what happens? Interest credits, right? Interest is obtained based on the credit that was extended. Interest credits are returned. So I need you all to understand and I need you all to study. I need you all to know what you're doing before you just listening to somebody. Before you just go along with the crowd because you heard this and uh, the same thing is being repeated over and over, so it must be right. That's rarely ever the case. You got to study, study, study. And as far as my American nationals, you shouldn't even be doing W-4s. You should be doing, let me see, what is it? You should be doing 8233 forms. Compensation for independent and certain dependent personal services of a non resident alien individual. So at the end of the day, the purpose of the W 4 form is to track down your interest credits. That is what you are having the IRS audit these companies, these corporations for. Listen, go on the IRS, read these instructions, click through them, take the time. Take the time to look up every single word that you do not or you don't know the definition of. You're not sure or you're not sure of it. Double check. Make sure you understand what you read and make sure you understand your position, your standing, and your status. Make sure you understand what's applicable to you and what isn't. I just wanted to make a short video, so that's it for now. But don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let other people know.